All right, hey now, y'all, what is happening, everybody? Great to have you on board today. A little 11 a.m. style, our Thursday installment of the PMP show. Polymac Particles, Creative Tony over here to my left, rocking his, what is it, Tony? What is that, woo hop, whoa hop? I like that shirt. It reminds me of the Motley Crue video, Too Young to Fall in Love, where the guys in Motley Crue are like walking around over in China somewhere. They're eating rice. They're like getting into karate fights. Do you remember that? Like Tommy Lee was like eating rice with his bare hands and then dropping the rice and chucking kung fu moves at people and knocking everybody out. That's how the videos used to roll back in the day. But I'd love the backstory on Whoa Hop.
Dude,
Utah, give me two.
Yeah. Two things, Paul. First of all, doesn't Tommy Lee or somebody in Motley Crue like actually dump a bowl of rice, or like they do something about the bowl of rice?
No, Tommy Lee takes the rice and he spits it back out. Like he does, and it's a great visual. He's like he like and he spits it out, and then he starts breaking off karate moves. Yeah,
I gotta say that video and that album just reeled me in. They had me seriously reeled me in, dude. I wanted to be Vince Neil. I wanted to be Tommy Lee. Mick Mars scared the living bejesus out of me. And Nikki Sixx was too cool for school. So they reeled me in. But sorry, dude, I don't get too far down the road down the Too Young to Fall in Love. But the shirt is Whoa Hop, which is my favorite Chinese food in New York City, in Chinatown, 17 Mott Street. I got to get my buddy Leor Morris, he lives here in the Bay Area, but he moved here from New York. One of my dear friends who turns 50 in in a couple of days. So happy birthday, Leor. But he, after Fish at Madison Square Garden, he took me there at like 2 a.m, dude. And it's subterranean. You walk down a flight of stairs below ground level.
Right.
This place is packed, dude, and they've got all kinds of soups and
all kinds of soups. I'll tell you what, dude, I'm not surprised that it's subterranean, and New York City, Chinatown, all bets are off. God only knows what's going on down there. And it's like right on the border of Little Italy. So you can like spend time in Chinatown. You can walk right over to Little Italy. And my big question, though, Tony, before we dive into the guts of the show today, and good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Great to see you on board today. Thanks for coming by. Tony, how do you stack up a Whoa Hop against San Francisco's own Nanking? Just for example, House of Nanking in a cage match to the death against Whoa Hop. What are we talking?
Well, first of all, I would do Henry's Hunan over both.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to the spicy pork, man. Yeah.
Henry's Hunan, and shout out Frank at the window of Henry's Hunan. Dude, we used to walk in there once a week. Phenomenal spot. Back in my meat eating days, we had a Diane's meat pie.
Oh, man. You turned me on to the meat pie. What a delightful dish, dude. What a great way to kick off the meal. It's like a little fluffy pastry, a couple of fluffy pastries with an assortment of meats in the middle, and they cut it up into like little slices. And man, that's just like the official kickoff to the meal right there. The meat pie, dude. Love the meat pie.
Me too, dude. And so anyways, I would put a Henry's Hunan over both. But as far as Whoa Hop or House of Nanking, I'd go neck and neck. I'd give the nod to Whoa Hop only because they're even they have less of a personality than as far as the servers than Nanking. Yeah, it's all business.
It's almost like, Tony, it's almost like they're pissed off that you're there. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm going to give you like $100 for the meal. They're like, we don't care. What do you want? Like, yeah, they're like pissed, you know?
No pleasantries.
No.
And the same with Whoa Hop, man. It's like, what do you want? And by the way, this t-shirt, $5, dude. $5. Where can you get a $5 well-made? Look at this logo too.
Well, I was going to say, well, it's a pretty impressive looking dragon. I was going to shout out Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Tony, I was going to say, sometimes those $5 shirts, though, you wear them once, you wash them once, and then that's basically the end of the shirt. Like,
I think I've had this shirt for at least 10 years, if not more.
Okay, so. Respect. Okay. Now, I feel like I got to do my own kind of due diligence in the Chinese food community and shout out my favorite Chinese joint up here in San Rafael. And there is one in San Francisco too, but shout out the great Yet Wah, dude. There's a killer Yet Wah in San Rafael on 4th Street, which by the way is open late. There's a little secret for you guys. They're open, I think, till midnight every single night of the week, which is pretty cool. Around here, it's not 2 a.m., but it's not bad either. All right, anyway,
hold on real quick. But also, we talked about this before too. If we're gonna give love to our favorite Asian restaurants, I got to go Hang Ah. Remember, I talked about this place. It's the oldest dim sum restaurant in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Hang Ah. I went there with my buddy Charlie Neri. What's up, Charlie? And he's like, we were on Lime scooters heading to a show at the Masonic, and he saw it and he goes, "Oh, there's Hang Ah." I go, "Dude, what's Hang Ah?" And he goes, "Oh, it's just the oldest dim sum in San Francisco, or maybe even in the United States."
Are they on Geary? Where are they located?
Oh no, they're in an alley on Pagoda alley right there, like near. Dude, it's incredible. But shout out Wohop, love to Wohop, love to Nanking, love to Henry's Hunan, and love to Hang Ah.
Okay, dude, couple quick things. Rags is coming in with some comedy now, some meat-based comedy, and then I want to go to Escobar. He's a super. But Rags is saying shout out to the character Meat in Porky's. Okay. Couple things about that guy, Rags, just for your head real quick. Now, I remember Meat in Porky's. Who doesn't? But here's the thing. That guy was the same guy who was the leave the kid alone. He was the same guy that was in the Wanderers, Rags. Meat is the same guy who was in the Wanderers. Big paisan, just kicking everybody's ass. Okay, Escobar the Third's a super. Get him up there. Whoa, what do you take this one, T? Go ahead.
He goes, "Whoa, hop! I got you all in check." By the way, Escobar had to miss the night flight last night only because he had band practice, and he sent a picture of him behind his drum kit. Nice. Respect, Escobar. Respect. And by the way, anytime you're gigging, Escobar, let us know so we can promote it. Let us know anytime your band is doing something. We want to promote the local bands, dude. So Escobar, let us know, man. And to see those guns behind a kit, let's roll, dude. Because you don't see many yoked drummers.
No,
right?
Not really. I can't even think of one outside of Escobar the Third. I can't think of any jacked up drummers. I really can't.
No, I can't think of any either, really. The drummer for Tom Petty was a big dude, but he wasn't yoked. He was a big dude, though. I forget his name. Remember the drummer for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers?
Well, that's the second guy. The first guy was Stan Lynch, and
right.
He was a groove drummer, but I know the guy you're talking about, and I don't know his name either, but he's good. Respect.
Okay. And also, we're talking about Rags. Rags has asked for something on the show, Paulie, and I think I want to oblige right out of the gates, if you don't mind. And it's kind of out of nowhere, but he said he needs Pine Needle's song today. So Pine Needle song, we're gonna come out of the gates, punk, rock and roll, heavy metal style. Stand by.
He coaches sports, running after the game, getting back in time to put respect on his name. It's a perfect match,
on his name.
Falling back, two brothers in a pocket in the army, ball is close. It's a crazy show with deadhead vibes, where people write comments, keeping the chat room alive. They love pizza, they love good gigs, they love the Bay Area in all its splendor. So like love and respect on his name, getting back in to put respect on his name. It's a perfect match with falling back, two brothers in a pocket in the army.
I got to tell you, first of all, bravo. Incredible track, incredible musicianship, incredible production. Tony, that is better than 90% of the S I'm hearing on the radio today. That's like a legit track right there. And it's also making me realize we forgot to honor the One Glove last night, and I forgot to wear my Brent Main sweatband, and it's sitting right here. I really dropped the ball. I dropped the ball. Yeah, both of us. You know what it was, Tony? I think we were both kind of blinded by the KRON 4 news. In fact, let's go through that again real quick. If you missed last night's show, pardon me, Creative Tony and I had a big announcement last night. We are now officially partnered up with KRON 4 TV, and we're so proud about that and so happy about that. You can now pick up the PMP show, Polymax Particles, on the KRON 4 Plus app every single night. Now, they already have an archive of our shows there, so get into the KRON 4 Plus app. You can also check out new episodes streaming on that app every night at 11:30 p.m., and we are just so appreciative and thankful to Chris Flynn over at KRON for kind of checking out our show and digging our show, enjoying it. And soon it will be available on your mobile app. We're working on that too, but that's the big news. So I'm going to blame KRON 4 for this one, Tony. It's KRON 4's fault that we forgot the Brent Main glove and the, or my wristband in your glove. So we'll make up for it next week.
Fair enough. And dude, Tim Ryan checked in about the news about KRON 4 Plus.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
So it's great that Tim's jacked for us. We're gonna try and get Tim on the program one of these days. But yeah, Paulie, just to revisit the info about KRON 4 Plus is that it's available on your smart TV, on Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV. And if you just go to one of those apps, you can go to KRON 4 Plus, download the app, and then you'll see as you scroll down, you'll see all of our shows, the last I think 8 shows, and then every day from here on out, they'll be put on the video on demand portion of KRON 4 Plus, and then like Paulie said, they'll be broadcast 11:30 every night. And Chris Flynn, the general manager of KRON, who just got the gig a few months ago, he's got all kinds of ideas. So we're very excited about what the future holds with KRON 4 and KRON 4 Plus. And, like we said last night, and we'll say it again, and we'll say it every day, because I'm so proud to be a part of a classic San Francisco Bay Area icon, really iconic station. So we couldn't be happier about it. And it's all of us. It's not just Paulie and I, and it's not just Chris Flynn. It's everybody that watches the show. It's everybody that takes part in the chat. All of our sponsors. Can't be thankful enough for them. And it's just like we said, we're building it brick by brick, and that's just this is another step on the ladder. So here we go.
Yeah, thanks. Well said, Tony. And I second everything Tony said. I mean, it's a win for all of us, and you guys are all coming with us as we continue to grow and hopefully continue our upward trajectory. You guys are a huge part of it. I can't thank the audience enough. Tony, I also can't thank our sponsors enough. And
yes,
we are overflowing with goodness today because two of our favorite guys. Do you want to start with Los D today, or do you want to start with
the Los? Give us the Los.
All right, there we go.
Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. What loan would you like? Give us the Los.
We give us the Los. I love the breakdown, the spoken. And by the way, at some point, the PMP musical all-stars should all get together and share a stage. Creative Tony, myself, Rod Brooks. Let's see, you got NorCal Refrigeration, you got Pine Needle, you got Escobar, we got Ray Goodman. Dude, we got a lot of musicians in the audience, and one of these days we got to all get on the same stage. Rod Brooks is actually trying to make that happen. He wants to put together like a jam up at the Hot Monk, which is one of his sponsors, and it's a great room to see live music. So one of these days we're going to get everybody together and we'll have a little jam set in Low Steve with the musical notes. I like that. Go ahead.
Also, speaking of Rod Brooks, it's confirmed. I was texting with him yesterday. He will join us on Tuesday for Learn with Los. He's going to come to Longbridge, and he's going to come to the Giants game with us next Tuesday against the Cubs. So and I promise you, we'll get our heads together on Tuesday, maybe with Rod, and maybe we'll even hammer down a date, lock in a date for this jam session that we're talking about doing a jam and a show together, like a jam and then a podcast type show, both in the same night. This is Rod's idea. He wants to do a set of music, then a podcast type show, and then another set of music. That's his dream. He wants to do that. And I'm like, dude, that is a great idea. So hopefully we can hammer that down next week with Rod Brooksy. And also, Paulie, I just want to, as Paulie loves to talk about transparency, I want to be fully transparent today about we got popped yesterday by playing that Who video from Mark.
We're like public enemy number one out here. We're just a couple of clean cut kids trying to do an entertaining show. What was the problem? What did we do that offended the censors this time?
It's something. Well, it's just licensed music that we're playing, even though it's a video from our buddy Mark Canizaro's phone. We still got popped for by YouTube. So I want to encourage. My point being is that we cannot play licensed music. So my point being is that continue to make music. We've got David Shanklin, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, and we've also got Pine Needle. Make music, and we'll play it on the show because that's the music. First of all, that we love most because it's local and it's fresh and it's made by our people, and it's also damn good. Secondly, and we won't get popped for it either. So,
by the way, Creative Tony, let me just jump in here with another kind of missed opportunity for us last night. Not only did you forget to wear the William Floyd Bar None glove, not only did I forget to wear my Brent Maine MLB officially issued sweatband, we also forgot to play the Night Flight song, which is so funny because right before the show started last night, and I didn't even realize until right now, today, I didn't even realize, literally seconds before we went live last night, Creative Tony's like, Paulie, don't forget forget, you got to chill because we're doing the open, and then I'm playing your new Night Flight song. I'm like, yeah, sounds great. And then we just go right into the show. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Like, we didn't even play the song at the beginning or at the end. And that's one of the songs we can actually play because it's just me on an acoustic guitar. There's nothing licensed about that. But anyway, we forgot that last night too. Here's what we won't forget. I am not going to forget to sing the praises of Carlos de la Fuente over at Flex Funding. This is our main man now. Carlos is really the spearhead behind the entire concept and ultimately the night out we're all going to enjoy together. This is Carlos's idea, man. So we're psyched about it. We love having Carlos on board. The reason we call this Learn with Los on Tuesday, because to us, yeah, we're going to all hang out. Yeah, we're going to watch a Giants game. Yeah, we're going to eat Long Bridge pizza. But it's also like an opportunity. If you've been listening to the show or watching the show and you're like, you know what, man, I think I should redo my mortgage. Or you know what, man, I do need a loan. I do need some extra money in my pocket. Take advantage of Tuesday and just have a very casual, no pressure conversation with Carlos. That's part of the reason we're doing this, is to give people a chance to kind of come up to him, approach him with any question you might have. Always remember, Carlos can lend money. He is a mortgage broker. HELOC loans are one of his specialties. So if that's something you and your family are talking about, you and the missus, you and the mister, whatever the case might be, home equity lines of credit can really get you out of a lot of jams and put some cash in your account if that's what you need. And always remember, I like to say this again and again, that when you're dealing with Carlos de la Fuente, you are getting 26 years of experience under his belt. You're also getting a guy who is a San Francisco native. So he speaks the same kind of language we all speak, and he cares about the community. He cares about you as a client. He's not going to let you walk down some dangerous path that's going to hurt you a couple of months down the road. In fact, he'll steer you away from that. He'd rather you not make a mistake than just throw business his way. And Tony, I know you wanted to add some stuff about Los D today too, so I'm going to give you the floor. And let's not forget, we also found out today there is a film star that also goes by the name Carlos de la Fuente, because Creative Tony was doing a search on Carlos, and he's like, hey, Paula, did you know there's a movie star named Carlos de la Fuente? I'm like, I didn't know that, but now I do. Anyway, Tony, go ahead. You can finish this one up, brother.
Just to follow that up, there's a Colombian actor who's a star in Colombia named Carlos de la Fuente. He's known best for movies such as Babysitter Wanted, Bullets, Blades, and Blood.
Oh, dude, great film. Bullets, Blades, and Blood. Got to see that one. Yeah.
And Historia del Documental Argentino. So those are some of the films from the Carlos de la Fuente, the Colombian actor.
Okay.
But we love our Carlos de la Fuente here in the Bay Area, who is born and raised in the Bay Area, 26 years in the biz. The guy knows the Bay Area outside and in. He also knows the whole state of California, and he can work in-state or out-of-state. And also, I couldn't be more psyched about next Tuesday, because people are going to be able to, a greater crowd can be able to work and talk to Los in person, right? And ask him any questions. I also think that I was talking to Los the other day about him doing kind of addressing everybody and kind of welcoming everybody in the beginning. And I feel like I'm going to do name tags too. And you walk in the door, you're going to get a name tag, and you can put whatever the hell you want on that name tag. It can be your actual name, or it can be your chat name. It can be whatever you want on that name.
I'm already going to make a request on your name tag. I would like it to say, hello, my name is Tony One Glove. That's my request for you. No, I'm not even a joke. No punchline. I just want to see Tony One Glove on your tag. That's all.
Done. I'm 100% in. But this is a chance to seriously ask Los any questions you want. And he's really excited to hang with the people, because that's what he's all about, is hanging out with the people. And I was just talking to him about my dear friend, Pete Hoffman, who literally here in San Carlos, great dude. He approached Los and is a classic example where Los could have worked out a deal with him, because it would have worked out best for Los in taking the business, but it wasn't the best possible deal for Pete at the time. So he told Pete, hey, let's hang back and let's see how the rates fluctuate, and we'll keep in touch. And I'm like, dude, how great of a vibe is that to create with your clients? Is that, hey, dude, let's stay in touch and let's see what happens. Let's not lock something in right now. And I was like, dude, Los, that's what it's all about, man, is that you're developing that trust. So it's all about the trust, Los. Remember, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Trust Carlos, right? So it's all about trusting Los and trusting Carlos de la Fuente. We love Carlos, and thank you for all of your support. And we really look forward to seeing Carlos and everybody else that's coming on Tuesday. And by the way, if you are coming, some people already emailed paulyspod@gmail.com to tell us if you're going to go to Longbridge Pizza, only just to give Neil Donardi at Longbridge Pizza a kind of a ballpark estimate of how many.
Yeah, a little head count there, so he knows what he's working with. And thank you for doing that. And again, if you missed last night, real quick, like Tony's saying, if you are coming to the game on Tuesday and you want to hit Longbridge first, do what Tony's asking. Just send in like the number of people you're bringing, so we can help Neil out with like what he should be expecting. And we're going to be, we're just trying to get a head count, basically. T. That's all,
dude. And also, Los D checking in on the chat. He says trust is earned. Dude, I feel like Los D could write, you know, those boards when you go into those kind of cheesy, like shops, but then I get drawn into these things that have they're like a board and it has like sayings on a board that you can hang on the wall. Right. And like some of them are really cool sayings. I think like Los could lessen the cheese factor of those shops and have legit boards of great sayings. Like what's the other one is a closed mouth doesn't get fed. He just said trust is earned. And then also we want to tell that Los is also known as the one-stop shop because he can handle most situations. So again, contact Los, carlos@myflexnow.com if you want to email him, or call him at 925-250-4895. That's 925-250-4894. Can't wait to see you next week, Los.
Thank you, Los. Great to see you. It's great to have you on board, and we freaking love you. All right, Tony, also, I want to say I think we have a couple supers. I think Escobar the third is a super. I want to make sure he doesn't get lost in the ether there. In Arkansas, Dave, welcome aboard as a VIP, brother. We got some new VIP content coming out probably this weekend, actually. And the funny thing is I can speak to that right now, actually, and then I want to go to Escobar. But, Tony, this Saturday, I'm going to do something I've never done before. And I don't even know how I feel about this. I'm trying to sort this out. I got invited because I love going to see live music, as you guys know. My buddy Drutzy called me and he was like, hey, man, got a great ticket for you if you're free on Saturday to go see, ready, Tony? The Dave Matthews Band.
Great.
And I've never seen the Dave Matthews Band. I'm going, and I think I'll shoot some VIP stuff down there. But I don't even know what I'm walking into, Tony. Am I going to like this?
I think you're going to like it, dude, as long as you can channel directly to the stage and like block out the chatter that's going to happen around you. Because I've seen Dave Matthews Band at least 20 times in my life. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cause they I saw them in 94 at the Warfield. It was one night it was Big Head Todd and the Monsters opening up for Dave Matthews Band. And then the second night, Dave Matthews Band opening up for Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Great double bill. But that kind of got me going on this, like, oh my God, this jam thing, right? Because I had not really seen the Dead much. I hadn't seen Fish yet. And I was like, what is this? And I'm like, and then they had a violin player. He's no longer with the band because, he's just no longer with the band. But they still carry on that. They have a very unique sound, and their drummer, Pauly, is one of the greatest drummers you'll ever see live. Honest to goodness.
Carter Buford, is that his name?
Carter Beauford, and he's kind of like he's got Neil Peart vibes in him, where he's got a massive kit and he uses all of it. Yeah. So just pay attention. I know you will pay attention to the drums and Matthew's vibe. He's such a good-hearted, good vibed person. And his bass player is really good. And then he took this guy, Jeff Coffin, on sax, put him on sax. And Jeff Coffin used to be with Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. Nice. And so Jeff is now he's been the full-time sax player for a while. But anyways, just a great scene. You're going to enjoy yourself, man. And you might end up shushing a few people. Honestly,
I'll wear my Bobby Shut the F Up shirt. No, because I've heard it's like a lot of sorority girls, a lot of like frat guys. I've heard it's like a big kind of a loud event out there in the crowd. But anyway, I'm walking into it, so I'll send some VIP stuff out there. And Creative Tony, while you're rocking that Whoa Hop shirt, you should do some VIP videos from your horseshoe tournament with Neil Donardi flipping pizzas. I mean, there's going to be a lot of good footage there.
No question. I plan to put out a couple of videos this weekend. So stay tuned. And Paulie, maybe if you could have Drutzy film a video of you shushing people, that would probably get a lot of views.
Okay. I'm probably gonna get like a beer thrown in my face. Shout out Jill Parcells, but I'll probably get a beer chucked in my face by one of the aforementioned sorority girls who's gonna be chatting about her new her new spin class or whatever in the middle of a jam. Yeah.
It's rough, man. It's rough. But I just kind of like when that happens to me, I just kind of do the whole cup the ears and really try and point them to the stage and see if I can block that out. But Paulie, before we get to Adamas and Bob Melvin, before we get to Russell Gage, the latest Niner injury, and before we get to like, I don't know, is Melvin gone from the Giants coaching staff? I want to finish the supers before we move on. So
thank you. Sorry. Yes, do that. Yeah. Thank you.
By the way, I didn't even recognize Arkansas Dave. I had you up there for a while, but thank you for becoming a YouTube VIP, brother. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in from Arkansas.
Hell yeah.
Now we've got Bake That Dough LLC fresh baked cookies. Thank you for the super. Tony Paulie down for some cookies on the 26th in honor of
the answer is yes, dude. I'm always down for some. A lot of people don't know this. I have a really bad sweet tooth, man, and it's getting worse. Like the older I'm getting, it really sucks. Because like in my 20s and 30s, I could have cared less about sweet. I didn't care. I wasn't right now, dude. I can't get enough. Give me the cookies, give me the cakes. Tony, you can bake some pies. I'll eat it all, bro. Ice cream. I love all this and it's not good because I'm trying to maintain my slender figure and it's getting tougher. Are you like that too? Because your taste buds, like they change, I think, as you grow older. And like stuff I didn't care about in the past, I can't get enough of now. So yes, bake those cookies. Bring them on, brother or sister. I'm not sure who you are, but yes, please do bring the cookies. I'll eat them all.
My sweet tooth is out of control. Seriously, Paul. I know. I have a massive sweet tooth, and I love that Bake That Dough said, in honor of the Giants pitching, serving up cookies.
I know.
Yeah, we'll take cookies all damn day and bake that dough. My sisters, I have 3 sisters, and they're all good bakers, and they all make really good cookies, but they started sprinkling like the sea salt on top of
the whole thing. Now you got to have the chocolate and the sea salt. You can't have one without the other, and I endorse it, bro. Give me chunks of salt on my chocolate chip cookies and a glass of milk, and I couldn't be happier. I know it's getting pretty pathetic. I went from like rock and roll outlaw to like chocolate chip cookies, but that's the transformation. We're all going through it. Yeah.
So yes, we'll absolutely take cookies. And speaking of sweet tooth, I almost ate a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's last night watching the Bear after our show last night.
Where are you in the Bear? Real quick, what's going on? What season?
Dude, so just finished it's season 4. So I'm now at the season finale, but dude, episode 7, the wedding episode, and it's called Bears, and it's all about them getting under the table with the little girl who's afraid to dance. And dude,
she's a cutie, that kid. Yeah.
I just can relate to that whole scene so much because I have a large Italian family and everybody's nuts, but everybody loves each other intensely and they'll fight like cats and dogs and then they'll hug you the next minute. Like it's very, I just can relate to that whole scene and then the whole vibe of the Italian wedding and everything. Like I get it in that episode. If you guys haven't seen The Bear, I highly recommend the show.
Oh my God, I can't get. First of all, let me just tell you what, I have a crush on that dude. I'm like, I get this guy 100%. I get him. He's out of his mind. He's yelling. He's screaming. He's trying to do the best work he can do. I'm the same way, bro. So the main character, the guy who plays the bear, is the same actor that's going to play Bruce Springsteen. That film is coming out soon. I really look forward to that. And by the way, one other note on the Bear, because we haven't talked about this yet, and then I want to talk Niners too. I have a bunch of stuff.
And I got 2 more supers to get to too after your notes on the Bear.
Okay, sorry, real quick. But the older brother, or no, I guess he's a cousin, Richie, like the tall guy with the
Richie, dude, Richie for life, man.
He's done this. Yeah, I love Richie too. I think we all love Richie, dude. Yeah. Richie has done this twice. He's quoted David Lee Roth. Have you picked those up? Where he goes and he says this to his cousin several times. He goes, "Listen, I'm not like this because I'm in Van Halen. I'm in Van Halen because I'm like this." Have you heard him say that? He said it multiple times. That's a David Lee Roth quote. I'm not in Van Halen because I'm like this. I'm like this because I'm in Van Halen. And that kid Richie is quoting Dave. I'm like, this is my favorite show of all time. Thank you for turning me on to the Bear, Tony. Thank you. I was like standoffish, but now it's one of the greatest dives I've taken. It's such a good show.
And it's a classic show where like they definitely like season 3, they I think they challenged your viewership a little bit, like, you know, and they were exploring different, you know, plot lines and stuff, but then season 4 comes back and it's like Jesus. And again, episode 7 just rocked me, dude. And it's all about the Berzatto family, dude. The freaking, and who's the guy that plays the uncle who's funding the restaurant? What's his name in real life?
Uncle Jimmy. I think his name is Uncle Jimmy. Yeah. Dude, he's the best. That guy is the freaking best. And Steve Groschel dropping PMP comedy right here. Tony, check it out. Steve Groschel. I'm in the PMP army because I'm like this. I'm not like this because I'm in the PMP. Fantastic, bro. Fan-freaking-tastic, Steve. I feel you 100%. All right, finish your super. Okay.
Hold on. Oliver Platt. Thank you, Robot Centaur. And I was just looking it up myself. Oliver Platt is the one who plays Uncle Jimmy in The Bear, and he's freaking great.
I love him. I love that guy. I can't get enough. I can't wait. I hope there's another season coming. I need more. I need more Bear. Yeah.
There better be. And so we'll find. Sorry, I caused that Bear distraction or sidetrack. I apologize, but we just, when we see something good, we want to pass it on. So, and by the way, Paulie, just so you know, Humdinger 87 is Leah Phillips. It's Leah Phillips. She changed.
Oh, Leah. Okay, I don't know what the handle means, but I love it. And we were showing Leah Phillips home movies last night in the mailbag.
Yeah, it was great. It was good stuff. So, Leah, thank you for the videos. Keep them coming. Paulie'sPod@gmail.com. And the couple other supers. Paulie Pine Needle, in reference to Los D's, a closed mouth never gets fed.
Yeah.
Pine Needle says a closed mouth does not get punched.
That's true. No, that's true. It's only when you start running it. That's usually when the fists start flying. Yeah, no question.
Pine Needle, thank you for the music earlier in the show, and thank you for the supers as well, brother. And then Ray Goodman follows it up. He goes, Pine, I definitely punched a closed mouth in junior high.
Hey, man. Hey, kids will be kids, you know, or at least back in the day they were. Now, Am I wrong, or did I see an Escobar super too? Or am I wrong?
We already did the Escobar super, but I'll do it back up because we love Escobar. He says, whoa, hop, I got you all in check. So that was
I saw a second one. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe one too many tokes of the Happy Pipe last weekend at the Grateful Dead show. Okay, Creative Tony, let me get you lined up with. You want to go Giants, Adamas, and Melvin first, or you want to go Niners first? It's up to you.
I want to go Niners, man, because, dude, I've been saying this to you off air, and I think I finally got to say this to you on air. The amount of injuries that have piled up this offseason, I mean, this preseason, I know football is wacky and you got a lot of injuries. I get it.
Niners have been plagued by injuries, though, for a couple of years now. Like, you're not wrong, dude. There's a lot of injuries down in Santa Clara. It really concerns me.
And this is not, I'm not trying to bash the training staff of the Niners, but I feel like they have to look at themselves in the mirror and be like, what is going on here? We're getting all these injuries. Maybe it's just total coincidence and freakish. And I know football can be that way. So that's what I hope it is. But now Russell Gage is out 7 to 10 days with an MCL. Dude, listen to this, Paulie. Jennings, by the way, care to get an update on Juwan Jennings anytime? I mean,
that whole thing is really starting to smell to me. It really is. It doesn't smell good. Like, I think that, the fact that, like you said a couple of weeks ago, the fact that he's listed with a calf and contract, it's like, it just doesn't feel or sit right. Like, this might be some kind of tactic. I don't know. I mean, how long can the calf plague him? But the fact is he's still upset about his contract. So I don't know how to answer your question. I expect Juwan Jennings to be on the field. What?
John Nadal or John Nadale, whoever you pronounce it, dude, he says Jennings' calf will feel better if you rub some cash on it, dude.
That's a great. Don't worry about it. Just rub a little cash on it, dude. Good line. That's a good line, John. I like that. That's what I'm saying. How much of it is a calf and how much of it is this contract?
Well, and also you got Demarcus Robinson suspended 3 games for his DUI in November. You got Jordan Watkins, who's out a month with a high ankle sprain.
You mentioned Dominic Pooney last night. Don't forget Pooney's out, and we're probably going to have a rookie starting at the guards position on opening day. That would be Connor Colby. Connor Colby could probably step in and start as a freaking rookie. That kind of concerns me too. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your report there.
I do like this kid Colby, and I've read a lot of good things about him. And I remember when they drafted him in the 7th round, I was like, that seems like a really good 7th round pick. And now not only is going to make the 53-man roster, he's probably going to start week 1. So tip of the cap to Connor Colby and the Iowa Hawkeyes. I do love the Iowa connection on the Niners. I really do. I like the Iowa State and Iowa connection with the Niners. I think there's like a work ethic and a vibe.
I totally agree. I've always liked Iowa football. There's certain programs up there like the Midwest team. You know what's good now too, dude? How about the season the Indiana Hoosiers had last year? Like they were in the playoff. It was crazy. So I've always liked Iowa. I like Michigan. I like Michigan State. I like Indiana. I like all those teams. I just like that Midwest football kind of vibe they got going up there.
Dude, also I want to give love to Kinnick Stadium and the tradition that they have where there's the Children's Hospital that's connected to the stadium. Have you seen this tradition that they do, Paulie? At Iowa Hawkeye football games, they have a Children's Hospital connected to the stadium, and they always make sure to wave up to the hospital. And the whole stadium does, basically gives a nice wave and sends vibes to the Children's Hospital every game. It's like, how could you not be a fan of that tradition and of Iowa Hawkeyes football? I've actually said to Megan and my kids, I want to go to an Iowa Hawkeyes football game. I think it'd be a lot of fun to go to Kinnick Stadium. And so we've got George Kittle, we've got this guy Connor Colby, and then we've got the Iowa State Cyclone in Brock Purdy. And so I love the Iowa connection, Paulie, but let's get back to the injuries, dude. Pearsall, all of a sudden, he is like the king of the wide receiver room, and all these expectations are put on him now, and it's like he's probably like, whoa, dude, like this is my second.
He's probably happy about it because he's going to have a much bigger role. But I will say this, I have said this before, Tony. Like I'm not as enthusiastic about Pearsall simply because I haven't seen him do enough. Like if he can play, great. If he can like kind of grow into being a legitimate number 1 or 2 option for Brock Purdy at the wide receiver position, fantastic. I just don't know that that's what he is. I don't think anybody does. And I'm with you 1,000,000% on this. There's a lot of hype around him right now. There's a lot of noise around him. Yeah, Pearsall, dude, going to dominate. Well, I hope so. So. But dude, how do we know that? We haven't seen it yet. Like we've gotten a tiny sample size from Ricky Pearsall. But while you're going through all these wide receivers, don't forget Brandon Ayuk. Dude, is gonna what? What were you gonna say?
I just read something a couple of days ago from Mayoko that there might be a penalty from the NFL coming down on Ayuk for catching passes like pregame and in practice while he's still on the PUP list, while he's still on the physically unable to perform list. That's illegal to do. So if the NFL wants to, they could come down and maybe suspend Ayuk if they wanted to. So there's that possibility. Or I'm hoping it would just be a fine or something, because we all know Ayuk's got enough money to pay a few fines.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
But there's that as well. And then John Lynch, I've seen that he says, well, he's definitely not going to be there week 1. It's like, dude, he's not going to be there at least the first 5 weeks. They're expecting him to come back week 6. I've even read that maybe even week 7, because week 6 is a road game. Week 7, they're back home.
That's a lot of missed games, man. That's a lot of missed games. That's a good chunk of the season right there. Tony, let's do this if we can. Let's pause this because I want to ask you in a minute to go into the bookmarks category, because I have a video of Trey Lance and Jim Harbaugh I kind of want to show and talk about a little bit. But before we go there, we should probably talk about Dr. Young and Young Dental and our other great sponsor of the show. Now, Creative Tony, this is going to be your day to shine. Now, Young Dental, the official dental office of the PMP show and the PMP community. And once you hear Tony speak about Dr. Matt Young, you're going to realize I'm not just crazy and I'm not just running my mouth, because I say a lot of very positive things about him, but for very, very good reason. And I think our art director, Dom, is going to be stepping into the batter's box next. I think he's heading over there for some work or an appointment. So, Doctor, let me just do the broad strokes real quick. Dr. Matt Young is he's been my dentist for over a decade. He's been in practice for over 25 years, located down in Union Square, 490 Post Street. Call him anytime. If you're ready to make a change in your dental, or your dentist rather, this is the guy you're going to want to go see. I promise you. 415-392-8611. You can also email Dr. Young anytime, info@youngdentalsf.com. But Tony, since you had a hands-on kind of first-person experience yesterday, the mic is yours today, brother. Tell us about your visit with Dr. Young. How did it all go?
Again, dude, the dentist is not something that you look forward to. Let's be honest. It's just not something you look forward to, dude. My experience was not just like good, it was enjoyable. And it was something that I was like, Jesus, man, everything Paulie said is right. And so it's downtown San Francisco, 490 Post Street. It's right near Union Square, right next to Morton Steakhouse, right next to the Olympic Club. And it's in a great part of town. Then you also have this great old San Francisco style building. And you walk in and you go to the 8th floor, and there he is. There's the door. And you walk in, greeted by a really friendly staff. And then, dude, I go in and Dr. Young comes in and we start, because like you said, he's a big baseball fan. So we start talking baseball before we even talk about my teeth. And then we start talking about youth sports because he coached his son. I coached my son. He coaches his daughter. I coach my daughter. So there's a lot of, just common ground there. But he's just also just like just a really nice, down to earth, chill guy.
Super cool guy. Yep.
Dude, but very similar to Carlos de la Fuente, where he actually wants to take the time to get to know you before he literally puts his hands in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like
I do.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I feel, and then, dude, I happen to so he would come visit my room and then he'd go down the hall and go to like another patient. Right. And I would hear him, and dude, the way he was talking to them was the same way he was talking to me. And they're talking about their lives and asking about their families and asking about he is, and he reminds me a lot of my general practitioner, my general doctor, Dr. Adam Paley, where it's like Dr. Young, it's just he's in no rush to get through your appointment to the next appointment. Does that make any sense?
100%. Yeah, he's not rushing you out the door, not at all, not even close.
Right. So it's you can tell that you're not just a number, that you're not just another person in the door. He actually truly cares about you. And Paulie, I took some pictures.
Yeah, totally. Get him up there, man.
If you'll indulge me for, hold on, let me just get this set
do
up.
What you got to do. We're in the mouth right now, so you take your time, man.
Oh, we're in the mouth. Dude.
I got my Stone shirt on too. I'm like a mouth within a mouth. You know what I mean? Look at this. I got it's like two. Yeah, I'm a mouth within a mouth. When does it end? Nobody knows. Yeah.
So, okay, let me see if you can get this on the screen. So, Paulie, we're going to be moved to the side, and I might. Well, sure. Can you see that picture of Dr.? That is,
yeah.
That is the front of the building right there, and it's an old, beautiful, old San Francisco building. I wanted to take a picture of it because it's just screams old San Francisco to me.
It really does. Yeah, it's so cool.
Then you walk in and there's the beautiful old lobby, dude. Look at the ceiling. Look at I was just like, I had to take pictures look at the chandeliers, the old elevators. It was just the guy who was at the front desk was looking at me like, dude, is this guy really taking pictures? I'm like,
no, it's all right though. It is. It's a cool old school SF building. Yeah.
Beautiful building. And then here's the board, right? The medico dental building with the old clock on the wall, nothing digital. I love it's analog. It's so great. And then look at this, dude. I go up right outside Dr. Young's building. And I talked about this. Seriously. Okay. Right outside the front door, it's a scooter. And I was like, oh my God, this is serendipitous. I got to take a picture of this. The scooter is literally right outside his office door.
It's like a perfect welcome mat for Tony, you know?
Yes, dude. So I was like, I've always talked about take the scooter, take the train to the city, then take the scooter to Dr. Young's, and then scoot all around San Francisco after your appointment. So there was a scooter. I'm like, this is serendipitous. Then
look at that. Dude, he looks great, dude. Dr. Young is looking money right there.
Yeah, isn't that great? So that's just Dr. Young, and he's just look at that big smile, man. And I feel like there's pressure on dentists to have a good smile, and dude, he's got a great freaking smile, man. So there's Dr. Young, and it was just a couple more. Oh, here's the shot from my seat. I'm laying down. I took a picture. Like, look at this cityscape from my inside the office. So I took a picture of that.
I remember, Tony, one day I was in the chair and I was doing the same thing you were doing. I was looking out the window, and during my procedure, there was a lady across the street. I swear to God, there was a lady on the rooftop across the street doing her laundry. She was like putting her laundry on the clothesline, and I just watched her during my whole appointment. It was kind of therapeutic. It kind of calmed my nerves. Oh, and by the way, Tony, got to ask the big question. What did you ask for on your headphones? Always a big part of the experience. Dr. Young will bring in the headphones for you. Yeah, the waiting room. Sure.
And there's the front. I just want to show the front door too, because look at that. The Young Dental Group. And by the way, the scooter was right on the opposite side of that.
Yeah.
And by the way, Paulie, next time we do a spot for Dr. Young, I want to share the magazine that he's on the cover of as the president of the dental implant community. So I want to share that next time. Dr. The experience was amazing. When I was first sitting down, and I got to give love to William, his assistant, he did the cleaning and everything, and William was great. And they had like a John Mayer kind of Spotify music station going during that.
Right.
It was all chill, mellow stuff. And I remember hearing like the Alabama Shakes come on, and Tedeschi Trucks came on, and KRON came on. I love that band, KRON out of Texas. And then all of a sudden, it's time to get into my mouth, like with Dr. Young. And he goes, "All right, headphones are going on. What do you want to listen to?" And I go, and I didn't even see this coming. Because I was thinking about other options. I just out of my mouth, I said, "You know what? How about some Jack Johnson?" And once I said, I'm like, "Yeah, that felt right." And dude, Dr. Young was like, "Great choice."
Yeah.
Because I think Jack Johnson lives on the Big Island. He goes, "We were just on the Big Island, North Shore, drove by Jack Johnson's high school, drove by his house." I'm like, "Great choice." And then next thing you know, he puts the headphones on, and I'm deep into Jack Johnson. Like I'm on a like a Hawaiian island. I'm on the beach in Hawaii while he's in my mouth. So it's like the whole thing, everything you said, everything you built up about it, Paulie, is true.
I told you. I know. I'm not embellishing. I'm really not, you guys. I'm not embellishing this. I'm so glad you had the experience so you can share the same kind of ideas. No, he's super nice guy, super mellow. He actually has the ability to calm your nerves. If you're uptight like I am about going to the dentist, you're not going to have that problem with Dr. Young. He will calm you down, throw headphones on your head. It's a really good experience. It really is.
No question. And people have asked, did I get gassed up? He offered, but I just did the whole right side of my face numb, which is just a whole scene in and of itself. Because then, I can't.
Right, you're drooling. You can't talk. You got the little paper bonnet or whatever it is, the bib going. You're dribbling. You're like, you got the thing. It's pretty crazy. I know. I like the gas too. I do. I like the gas because it just, again, it's a calming mechanism for me, and it just kind of lowers your concerns. You know what I mean? Like you don't really care what's going on when you're doing the gas. So I do the gas too. Yeah,
I do the gas, and also I think I talked about this last night, but I try to make toothbrushing fun with my kids, and so I'll brush my teeth with Dom or Olivia, and Olivia constantly just be like, "Dad, your teeth are really yellow, Dad." Like,
that's tough when the kids start riffing on you like that. Yeah.
I
Dad,
said,
why are your teeth? Because kids will say anything. Dad, you smell funny. Dad, why are your teeth so yellow? You're like, damn. All right, let me get to work. Let me go call Dr. Young. Yeah.
So I said to Dr. Young, I said, "Doc, I don't want you to sugarcoat this. I need you to be honest with me. How yellow are they?" And then he zoomed in on my teeth on the computer screen, and I looked at it myself, and I go, "Ooh."
We're talking like San Diego Charger yellow. You know what I mean? Like those old yellow pants Dan Faust used to wear. Yeah, yellow.
Totally, dude. So I just go, "God, those are pretty yellow." And I said, "You know what?" And he goes, "Well," he goes, "What do you think, Doc?" And he goes, "We have whitening options. And he goes, and he goes, "I have a 10-year-old daughter or 12-year-old daughter. Your daughter's 10. She's not going to get any nicer when it comes to your teeth. So you might as well do
something." Oh, this is a great call, man. Yeah. It gets spicy. Once 14, 15 comes around, dude, things get spicy. Yeah.
Totally. So I've got, so just so you know, you can get whitenings, you can get cleanings. He actually, I have a temporary crown on my tooth, and I'm going back next Thursday to get the real crown put on. Great. But there's many different things that he can handle, and he specializes in the dental implants as well. He's a freaking Jedi, basically, is what he is in the dental office. So Dr. Young, thank you so much. Tip of the cap, my man. I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And while that was all happening, while you were talking about Dr. Young, I just want to address a quick question that Noemi asked because it's relevant. So, Tony, the reason I asked you to go into bookmarks and bring up that Trey Lance, Jim Harbaugh thing is because Niners, Chargers, this Saturday down at the Vi. And it just kind of got me thinking a little bit about Harbaugh and about like his methods and stuff. And when you see the video I'm going to show you, you'll see what I'm talking about. But Noemi Catalina asked us, Tony, if we are going to be serving up our hot and sour picks come NFL season. We had so much fun last year doing that. Now, again, keep in mind, that was before we launched this show. So Creative Tony and I were literally meeting in different areas all over the Bay Area. Dude, the one we did in the Cow Palace. We went to the Canyon Inn. We went to North Beach. We had Tony in a church at one point, walking out of the church, dropping NFL takes. The answer is yes. We're going to continue to do the hot and sour picks. Although I don't know what kind of format we'll do this year, Tony, but we will. We'll serve them up on Fridays throughout the entire season. And, dude, I don't want to I don't want to pat myself on the back, but we had a really good year, both of us. Like our picks were on the money, bro.
They were on the money. And also I want to give Noemi a shout out for her own hot sauces, because talking about hot and sour picks, she's got her own hot sauces, and you can get them if you email her info@ladycatalina.com. I just want to get that out there for Noemi, because I love the sour apple hot sauce. And she's also got mango. She's also got, what's the third one? There's another one. Hang on one sec. There's the third, the peach, mango inferno, peach habanero, and green apple hot sauce. So good. Maybe she can come to the maybe it can be the hot sauce picks this year instead of the hot and sour picks. And by the way, the hot and sour picks were inspired by our first location for the hot and sour picks was House of Nanking, and they brought us a huge bowl of hot and sour soup. And Paulie and I looked at each other and we said, we should probably call these picks the hot and sour picks. And that's
because I don't want to do back at KNBR, we used to do the Friday football forecast, and then we would pick games and stuff. And I wanted to continue doing that because it's just a fun thing to do. You can get a lot of riffs happening, and meanwhile, you're also picking games and talking football. But we said, based on the goodness of the House of Nanking, it just made sense, dude. The hot and sour picks. Boom. So yes, Noemi, thank you for the question, and we will be doing those again. Okay.
Hold on, Paulie. If you go to the Polymax Particles YouTube page and scroll down to the videos section, you will see hot and sour pick videos down there. So they're there for the taking. Some of them are there. There's some also parody songs there that we can't really play on the show, but they're there on the YouTube page.
Right.
So if you scroll down, and while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. I have to say it every episode.
I always forget, dude. I forget to wear my wristband. I forget to do the Night Flight song. And I forget to always say, please do like and subscribe to the show. Thank you guys very much. It helps us grow. And clearly it's working. The news of KRON 4 coming along. I mean, we are definitely growing and going in the right direction. So, and that's a lot of big thanks to you guys too. Tony, show me the video of Harbaugh and Trey Lance. I want to show you something real quick. And I want to show the audience this. It's in the bookmarks thing. Just scroll down a little bit. Yeah.
I got to get out of the Adamas video. Hang on a second, Paulie, because we had the Adamas video.
Oh, you want to do that first? You can do Adamas if you want to.
Yeah. Why don't we?
Okay. Because, we'll go Adamas, and then we'll go Harbaugh, and then we can wrap. But I do have a trivia question for the audience before we go today. But follow your own muse here, Tony. However you want to do it.
Well, let's do it, because and what the title of the show today, I said Melvin and Adamas. Is it something or is it nothing? So I don't know if anybody saw this video during the game yesterday, but it appears that Adamas and Bob Melvin kind of get into it. I don't know. There's no audio here, but this is
early in the game. This is the second inning. I actually did not catch this, and I was watching the game early, but I didn't see this.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either live, but I was on social media last night and I saw this pop up. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. And there's also a lot of chatter about Melvin losing the clubhouse and the coaching staff losing the clubhouse. And this is weird because Adamas, while he was struggling and batting 205 and 210, everybody's like, yeah, but wait, he's a great clubhouse guy and he's a great guy and he's great vibes and he's all smiles. But this doesn't look like all smiles to me. So if you just watch the video, see, he's talking to Melvin. And then Melvin looks away, and Adamas is still talking.
Yeah,
he's still talking, and he's not happy. It doesn't look like he's happy. It doesn't look like he's saying something. I don't know, positive or productive there. So we'll show it one more time here, and then right there, and then if you look, Melvin looks away, and Adamas is still talking. And so if you go right there, he's still talking. Melvin's looking away. Doesn't want any part of it. Still talking. So I don't know. I just wanted to show that to you and everybody that hadn't seen it before, because I'm just like, is it finally gotten to the point where even a guy like Adamas, who's supposed to be the clubhouse guy, is now, getting in with Melvin?
I think that I'm glad you showed that, because I didn't see it happen. But I would say this, man. I think sometimes that can be a good thing. I really do. Sometimes you have to clear the air, and sometimes sparks need to fly a little bit in order for you to get through something or get past something. So, and this team needs a spark desperately. I mean, they are so frustrating to watch. They had that great game one in San Diego, and then the last two games have just been what we've been watching all year long. Just the Giants playing flat baseball, not a lot of emotion out there. And I feel like that can be a good thing, and I hope it is. Sometimes, a skipper and a player, need to air some stuff out. Like, remember what Jeremy Affeldt said? He was like, dude, I was pissed at Bochy. When we had Affeldt on, he was like, dude, I was pissed at him for the better part of the end of the 2010 season, and then because he wasn't going to Affeldt, he wasn't using him. And Affeldt was like, what the hell? Why isn't he putting me in games? I'm getting sick of this. And then in Philly, in the playoffs, Bochy went up and he goes, I was saving you for this. So, sometimes I just think tension and, releasing the tension like that, arguing, yelling, a little back and forth, it can lead to a better kind of environment. I hope that's the case here. I'm just throwing that out as a possibility.
I would say earlier in the year, I'm with you, Paulie. This late in the year, it gives me just I cringe at this. And also, dude, Robot Centaur with a great comment. He says, Bo Mel knows that a closed mouth doesn't get punched. That's Robot Centaur. That's phenomenal, dude. But Paulie, John Joseph says, he says in the chat, he says, play it in real time. I can read lips. So I'm going to play it in real time and see if John Joseph can read.
Beautiful.
See,
let's go. Let's put John Joseph to work. I love this. Let's utilize the lip reading skills of JJ, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I don't know what he's saying, but if John Joseph can read this and
I'm
tell
gonna
us,
take a stab at it first. Let me take a stab at it first, John. I think what he said was, he's like, Melvin, check it out, dude. We got to end this game early because I'm missing the PMP night flight, dude. It starts at 8:00. I got to get out of here. That's what he's saying. That's what I think he's saying. John, you can tell us what he's really saying.
No, dude. So there's one last time. It's going through. And what is he saying right there where he's still talking? And he's you can tell he's frustrated when
come on, Tony's wearing the one glove. Come on, Skipper. I'm missing it. I'm missing night flight. I hate to miss the night flight show. Patty's backing me on this. Patty, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me
right here. Watch this right here. Melvin obviously wants no part of the conversation anymore. He's looking at the game and right here. Look at he's like, I don't know. It's just there's a weird. It's just like Scott Ostler said. There's just that's a mysterious conversation. Just like Scott Ostler said, it's a mysterious season for the Giants. That's a mysterious conversation. And on that note, Paulie, I just want to say before we move on, I read something by Bob Nightingale where he is making the suggestion that Bo Mel is going to be gone and that Skip Shoemaker, former manager of the Marlins, who was the NL manager of the year back in 2023, when the Marlins went to the played for the wild card. I think they went 84. What was it? I wrote it down. 84-78. They went 84-78, and he might be, somebody that Buster Posey is looking at for the next manager. Younger guy from California, from Torrance, California, played at UC Santa Barbara. So I don't know, just throwing that into the mix, because I will say, I love Bo Mel. I've got nothing against Melvin at all. I think he's a great dude. He's a great. I think we all do. I think most Giant fans really like and respect him. I really do. I don't think people hate Bob Melvin, but I do think people are extremely frustrated and want to see some kind of change in some fashion. Yeah, and there's something about the youth of a Shoemaker, and also guess where Skip Shoemaker is this year, spending his season this year. He's in Texas with the Rangers under Bruce Bochy as a special advisor.
Ooh, why don't you go on out to San Francisco, straighten that out. And by the way, Tony, you're talking about the youth. Let me just say this to you right now. Tony, what's so funny?
I like that. Why don't you go on to San Francisco?
Why don't you hop a bird and go out there and take care of things at 3rd and King? Yeah, I miss Boch so much. Go ahead.
Hey, Skip. If
you need a beer, grab a beer.
Totally, man. That's my guy right there. Bruce Bochy for life. Tony, you were talking about youth. We need an infusion of youth. Let me just say this, Tony, and you can get a laugh track ready. It might help the whole procession here. Tony, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they call us problem child. We are the youth gone wild. Lyric from that tune I remember. They call us problem child. We are the youth gone wild. Shout out Skid Row, Sebastian Bach and Skid Row. Tony, go ahead.
Can I also give love to musical youth when Pass the Dutchie starts out with "This generation rules the nation." Dude. With version, and then the drums kick in. Oh, Pass the Dutchie for life. life.
Listen, a lot of people, they're going to they'll go as far as past the Dutchie and then they kind of back off. They're like, I've had enough. Not me. I keep going. I come over the top with give me your unconditional love, the kind of ba-ba-dee-da, the kind I like to dream of, or what they do. Unconditional love, musical youth. I'm telling you right now, it's worth your time. All right, Creative Tony, let me ask you what?
Real quick, I just want to honor Stinking Badges, dude. Greg, Stinking Badges, love you, man. Thank you for the super again, and I love his new vibe about posting a super and then no comment, but this time this is not a super. So like Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is not a super. Oh, and dude, by the way, yeah, come on,
don't bullshit me.
It's been too long. I haven't heard that in a lot.
I gotta beep it. I just saw. I gotta beep it because we're on KRON 4 Plus.
Tony's
now.
starting to unravel. Dude, you want any gas right now? I think Tony's getting a feed of gas right now. Look at this kid. In the last 10 minutes, you've started to unravel a little bit. I don't know what's going on over there. Like a slow acting, like marijuana brownie or something like that. You're getting awfully giggly over there, kid.
I wish, buddy. I wish. That was a total goof. Maybe right here.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
No, that was my fault, and I got to edit that out of the show. So because we're our new partnership with KRON 4 Plus, which we are very excited about, and we'll talk about that again as we end the show. We can't have any curse words.
And we do have to pretty much end the show right now, too. And by the way, John Joseph coming right up to the defense of Skid Row. He's going, dude, Skid Row's first 2 records are effing great. John, I've seen them. I saw Skid Row back when that first album came out. I saw him. And the second album, Tony, do you remember the track Monkey Business? Monkey Business. Monkey Business. Great track, dude. Heavy as hell. The second album, I'm forgetting the name of the record, but it was good. I'm with you over there. I'm with you, John Joseph. Yeah.
And I got John Joseph, if you did do a lip reading analysis of that Adamus video, let us know in the chat. But I also got to say, Pine Needle has a great line. He says, Bob Melvin is like that old comfortable pair of socks that has just lost its support. Man, that is
yeah, and I feel bad, because it would have been nice if it worked out, but I think they have to make it, because you can't trot this same recipe out there next year. You have to change some of the ingredients, man, because this team needs like a shot of life and frankly, they need some I think some more pop in their lineup, dude. The offense has given them so many problems this year. Tony, Super's coming in. Let's address the Ray Goodman Monkey Business. It really does, dude. Monkey Business is a legit track. I know Rags is a big Monkey Business guy too.
Shocker.
Yes.
Oh, actually, Rags likes the shocker too. So no, did I say that out loud, Paulie? While I get this,
dude, I don't even know what that is. I don't even want to know what that is. It sounds awful, dude. The shocker. I don't want to know. Don't tell me what that is.
You don't want to know.
Give me a couple of supers. And what?
While I'm getting the supers up, NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, aka David Shanklin, aka Shank, wants to know, when is Satan making his debut on KRON 4 Plus? That's
I'd say probably by the end of the week. Let's just keep it. There's only one show left, so I'd tune in tomorrow. If you're looking for Satan, you'll probably get him. And also, here comes Patty again with the super. We need to find code words for the profanity. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
When I I don't want to curse around the kids, I'll say, oh, shiitake mushrooms, right? Or I'll say, God bless America. Like, those are my 2 that are biggies around the house because I don't want to curse sometimes.
I've got it taking God bless America from you too. I've been doing that too, because I'm trying not to, curse on the show. So I've dropped a few God bless Americas too.
Thank you, Patty, for the super. Escobar is back. He says, congrats on the chronic gig, boys. I will not behave myself. Oh, Paulie. Oh,
I saw it. Hey, man, listen, we're all adults here, right? I mean, let's see. Yeah. Shout out. Hey, well, listen, KRON knew what they were getting themselves into. Escobar, thank you so much. They know we're loose cannons over here, and you want the show, you're getting the show. There it is, right there, bro. Yeah. I wasn't ready to see it in print like that. It's pretty shocking. That was shocking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why you were leaning back for so long, and I
saw it. I saw, boy, oh boy. He's because I ain't afraid to go there. If anybody's going there, it's going to be Escobar. All right, yeah.
I didn't proofread the super, and so I started reading. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. No, I saw it. All right, let me do this, Tony. Let me do this. Oh, I do have to do something. Okay, real quick before we wrap today. This is important. So, musical assignment.
Last question, Paulie. Do you want to get to Harbaugh tomorrow?
Yes. Boot that's it tomorrow, and that's fine. It's not like time sensitive. It'll work tomorrow just as well. Okay, first things first. So I have another gift certificate for Red Devil Records to give away. And we're going to do that tomorrow. And it's going to happen as follows. I have a trivia question. I'm going to lob it out there to you guys. If anybody knows the answer, email it to pauliespod@gmail.com. And then whoever can get this thing correct is going to get the gift certificate. And just take the certificate as long as you can use it. Like it's for a record store up here in San Rafael, Red Devil Records. The owner, Barry, is a buddy of mine, and he's helping out the show, and we're helping us with some giveaways. But if you can't use this thing, let's just pass it on to somebody else. So be honest with me, and we'll make sure it goes to the right people. So Tony,
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
I just did that as a sounder to break up, to say to people on the chat, and I just wanted an excuse to play Mark Wahlberg from Boogie Nights, but and we're talking musical assignment. But if you know the answer to this question, do not put it in the chat. Please just email us, pauliespod@gmail.com. Don't put it in the chat. Email us, and we'll get the correct answers, and we'll get a winner tomorrow.
Okay, well said. Perfectly said. So if you remember last night, Tony was going through his birthday segment, and we celebrated Robert Plant's birthday, the great Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin, great solo career, Alison Krauss, all that. But Robert Plant, man, come on, we all know Robert Plant. Here's the question. Trivia question is as follows. When Led Zeppelin was being formed, Jimmy Page actually offered the lead singer job to somebody else before Robert Plant took it. So the question is, who was the first guy Jimmy Page wanted to sing in Led Zeppelin? I'll give you a hint. Cheap Trick has covered songs from this guy, and the guy turned it down. He was like, no, Jimmy, I'm good. I got this other thing going on. And then Robert Plant was offered the gig, and he took it. But you guys tell me the last time, who did Jimmy Page offer the lead vocalist spot to before Robert Plant took it? Email your answers, pauliespod@gmail.com. And then, Tony, for the musical assignment itself, to just hand that up before we wrap this up today.
Did you see Patty from Napa? She said,
no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Thank God. Thank God.
I think she's riffing. I think it's just
no, of course she's riffing. Of course she's riffing. By the way, Patty, John Bon Jovi or Don Henley? If I gave you the choice, you could have one night with only one of them. Who would it be and why? Yeah. Because I know she loves both those guys. Tony, Patty was saying, it's funny we're talking Patty, because Patty was saying a couple of days ago that she thinks the show that we do is like a therapy. It's like a therapeutic, like a group therapy kind of thing. With that in mind, and with also Scarlet Fire, our beloved Scarlet Fire, suffering from COVID, and her husband has COVID, I feel like therapy, sickness, health, doctors, let's do stuff tomorrow. Songs about your health, songs about being sick, songs about doctors, songs about group therapy. Yes, because the Ramones have a couple. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
I have to ask you, is this also related to the 49ers training room, by the way? Or
why not? Great, tie it in. Absolutely. The Walking Wounded. Yes. Yeah. So songs about either the medical field, doctors, being sick, being healthy, anything about your health or about doctors. Send them in, pauliespod@gmail.com. We'll read them tomorrow. I'll pick a couple myself, and we'll add to the playlist. Creative Tony, on the way out the door, let's thank Dr. Matt Young one more time. And Young Dental SF, the Young Dental Group in San Francisco, the official dental group of the PMP show and the PMP community, the familia, as we say. Dr. Matt Young is a superstar in the dental game. We've talked about it. 25 years in the biz, a great San Francisco guy, 490 Post Street, 415-392-8611, offers comprehensive dental care across the board. Any kind of service you need, he will provide it for you. And as Tony said, he is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. Thousands of positive reviews on Yelp and on Google. So go check that out. And do stop by Dr. Young. Make the switch today. Dump your dentist. Get with the real guy. And Tony, as I say, dump the zero. Get with the hero. Because trust me, Dr. Young is a freaking hero. He is the hero to all of us who used to be nervous about going to the dentist. Also, one of our heroes, Carlos De La Fuente and Flex Funding, Los D. We call him Los D on the streets. Next Tuesday, we're all going to learn and relax with Los at the ball game and at Longbridge Pizza. We're going to have a great night with Carlos. You can trust Carlos. Like Dr. Young, he's been in business over 25 years. He is a San Francisco native. Call Carlos with your financial concerns, your financial questions, or if you just need some help, talk to Carlos about it. That's what he's here for. He's helping all of us. 925-250-4894. You can also email Carlos anytime, carlos@myflexnow.com. Tony, I think that's about it for today. Thank you again to KRON 4. We are now so proud to announce our partnership with KRON 4. The show is now streaming, on the KRON 4 Plus app. New episodes stream every night at 11:30 p.m. Big shout out to Chris Flynn, GM over there at KRON, for believing in the show and for liking what we're doing. And this thing is only going to get bigger and better. This is just the very beginning. Tony said it. There are other things coming down the pike with KRON you guys are going to freaking love. This is just the beginning. And soon, we're working on getting the show so you can stream it on your mobile device as well. But for now, use the KRON 4 Plus app. Enjoy PMP there. Enjoy PMP right here if you prefer. Stay on YouTube. Enjoy Twitter, Instagram. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Escobar the Third, our final super of the day. Tony, throw him up there at your own caution there. Congrats on the Chronic gig. What?
Oh no, I put up the wrong one. So that I say trivia will either be me or John Joseph. Hit the like button. Yeah, thank you, Escobar. Hit that like button. Paulie, if I can take care of some business, he is so right. Like and subscribe on YouTube at Polymax Particles. Also, check out what we were talking about earlier, our hot and sour picks from last fall during the Niners season. Hopefully, we'll get those going again this season. And also, audio versions are available always on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and TuneIn. And please don't forget to just spread the word about the show. And then again, for KRON 4 Plus, it's available on your smart TV right now. In the near future, it will be available on your mobile device as well. But right now, it's on smart TV, KRON 4 Plus, brand new app. They just revamped it. And we are there on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. So, and hold on, if you don't have those on your TV, you can get like a Fire TV, a Fire Stick, and a Fire TV stick, and just plug it into your HDMI. And you should be able to get it there as well. So I checked it out yesterday, and it is pretty easy to do once you have that. So just a heads up, and hopefully down the road very soon, it'll be on your mobile device as well.
Thank you, Tony. Couldn't have said it any better myself, and couldn't be happier and prouder to be partnered up with KRON 4, man. Great, iconic San Francisco station, and we are now part of it, man. It's pretty wild. Also, final call for Travis Rincon. Where are you, brother? Travis Rincon, we need your address. Send it to pauliespod@gmail.com. I know you ordered all that merch, but you didn't give us a place to send it to. So if you're out there, bro, give us your address, and we'll make sure you get all the stuff you ordered. All right, Creative Tony, let's send our friends out to lunch. What do you got? Last comments.
Christian Bale just checked in about the KRON 4 Plus news.
Oh, good for you.
So he's very excited for us. And also just because I want to play it.
Pelican, play it. Come on, Pelican.
And then
There's no wrong time. There's never a wrong time when it comes to Pelicans and Tony Montana. You let them fly at will, bro. You don't even have to ask permission. Just do it whenever you want. Come on, Pelicans. Yeah.
Pelican, play it. Come on, Pelican.
And then we didn't play this last night.
So say good night to the bad guy.
So I apologize for not playing that. And now, Paulie. I love that tone. DJ Robbie, love that tone. By the way, DJ Robbie at bandcamp.com. DJ Robbie, if you want his new album, and Dom Peralta did the artwork for it. What's it called? A pound of fresh, 1 pound of fresh. So DJ Robbie just making beats We love that. We got to get him on the show again soon, Paulie. It'd be good for a night flight again down the road.
Absolutely. Anytime. He's always welcome on the show. All right. NorCal Refrigeration, Don Peralta, Noemi, Sweet Mad Hatter, Los D, Ray Goodman. You guys know how it is, man. We love all of you guys. Thank you for supporting the show so much. And Creative Tony, enjoy the ball game. We got day ball today. Verlander on the hill in just about 45 minutes. First pitch in San Diego. Hopefully they get out of there with a win, and then on to Milwaukee. We will help you set up the weekend tomorrow. We got the music assignment. It's a high noon broadcast. You guys stay cool out there too. It's going to be a scorcher in the Bay today, so hydrate, stay cool, enjoy your Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow at high noon, kids. Cheers, y'all.